Hello members, and this video may not only be members only, but it will start on members only, and whatever kind of engagement I get is what will convince me if I need to make it travel to my main YouTube channel or not. And it's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was thinking of a topic to talk about that crossed my mind, which was, should people, men, stick to dating their own race of women when they leave in the United States, especially because the United States is a place of hate. But when they leave the United States and they go to these countries, because when you go to somebody else's country, American or not, you have less leverage when it comes to the justice system and the actual social system of that country, because they will always put themselves first. I've experienced that in Thailand, sometimes in Brazil, and not in Africa. So, I'm going to get to why I said that. For example, there's been times that I've dealt with non-black, and let me say this, you guys know that I'm going to every country I can in the world, going to everywhere in the world. I do not discriminate. I enjoy having whites, Hispanics, Asians, blacks watch my videos. I'm no Martin Luther King, pro-black, Malcolm X. I'm just a reality person and tell you exactly what my experiences are. Now, there's been times that, and I've seen other men experience this in Asian countries, and you piss one of those Asian women off, and they will remind you very quickly that you're not Asian and you're not from their country or continent. And what they do is they will threaten you like, motherfucker, I will get you kicked out of my country. I'll get my biker gang, whatever, out of this country to come whoop your ass. Or I'll get you put in jail, or I'll get you killed. You're a foreigner. Okay? So you being black, let's say, per se, since I'm black. Me being black and them being Asian, already, when shit hits the fan, it doesn't look good. You're already 1 foot down the drain. Just off the race thing. Now, this happens, I've seen that happen in Asian countries with white men and Asian women. I've seen it happen with black men. So it's not a black guy, Asian woman. They will do it to anybody. Now, this is very similar to what you see in the United States when you see black men dating white women. And we're going to get to white men dating black women too. When black men date white women and all of a sudden y'all been having consensual sex for all these years, but now all of a sudden she says you raped her. Even though y'all been fucking for 4 years. And all of a sudden now it's rape because she didn't get her way. All of a sudden you pop up dead in the house. Would a black American woman do you like that? There is a higher chance that they will do you like that than a black woman in Africa or South America. I mean, it's just true. It is what it is. If you're offended, grow up. The facts are real. Since I've been in Africa, dating African women, I think that I have had a closer bond with African women. I didn't feel like there was a risk of, I've had this one airhead tell me she was going to get me banned out of the country because her video is on YouTube. People like, she's an idiot. She doesn't count. But I'm talking about the ones that are smart. They don't give me a revenge or a payback. Even like, for example, you guys know that I'm single, I'm dating around the world. I got to create content, and I'm in a one-of-a-lifetime opportunity right now. I can't settle down. I'm not going to, not yet. Not until I go around the world completely and finish doing what I need to do. Some women think that, you know, how women do think this worldwide, like, oh, I can change him. You're not going to be able to change me. So when they figure that out, that they can't change me, I don't get texts. I've gotten women in Brazil that were like calling me crying, like, take my videos down, that's fine. But they've never called me saying, take my videos down and get you put in jail. Or my brother's going to come whoop your ass. Or my brother's going to come shoot you. Like, I've never had that happen. And if I did have something like that happen, I'm pretty sure it'd be a logical reason. But I don't give people reasons to shoot me. Now, in Africa, I can say the same thing. That was dealing with black women in South America. In Africa, I have not had women try to threaten me because we fell out, that there's going to be some sort of physical harm towards Auston Holleman because we didn't get along. Now, when it comes to, and I think that if you were to be in Europe somewhere, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk on Europe because I don't. But if you were somewhere in Asia, I don't think you have that same amount of love, or it's not gonna be that same amount of leverage, because people typically look out for their own. And you being biracial, you're not. No. And no, I'm not pandering to black women. Date who you want. Date a fucking dog if you want to. I don't care. I'm just giving you my opinion. You guys know I don't care about sharing my opinion. I'm very opinionated, and I'm open to criticism on this video. I'm open for you to correct me. Now, when it comes to white men dating black women in Africa, yes, there can be black women that love white men in Africa. There can be white men that are being loved by their wives in America. But generally speaking, for some reason, if you decide you're going to hit your black wife from Africa, what are the and I'm not advising you hit her. I'm just using this as an example. What are the chances? How is that going to work out for you with the police? I'm going to tell you right now, if you are black, it's not going to, she's going to try to make an excuse for why you did it. Again, I'm not making an excuse. This is probably a bad excuse for me to use. I'm not making a reason or saying it's right. It's just an example. But if you're white and you decide you're going to go to Kenya and disrespect or beat your Kenyan wife, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think that's going to be too well for you. Now, if you were in Romania, I think that you're one of them, and they're going to be like, okay, you probably still go to jail. I mean, I don't know Romania. You probably still go to jail. You're still a foreigner, but you're one of them. See, if I went to Romania and I got me a white woman and I decide I wanted to hit her, or I say something that she doesn't like, there's probably not going to be... It's going to be bad for me. Like, oh, who is this black motherfucker over? You know, the same thing they would do in the States. The same thing, if you go to Thailand, don't even think about going over there thinking you're going to be disrespecting your wife. She has, and I'm going to let you guys know, in Thailand, from what I've seen, the women, when you get on their bad side, they're ruthless. Like, they will get you taken out of here. And the rest will be history after that. And yeah, and I'm telling you from firsthand experience, from a woman I dealt with in Thailand that apparently did not like, you know, she threatened to have me put in jail and all this stuff. I still got the videos in my phone. So I'm not making none of this shit up. So what I'm saying is it a better idea for black men to stick to African women or Afro-Latina women, or I'm not going to say Afro-European. That shit sounds like a joke to me. But is it better for black men to stick to that? Or is it better for white men to stick to their race? Is it better for Asians to stick to their... Again, I'm not telling you guys to do this because I don't stick to my race. I prefer my race as number 1, number 2 Latina, number 3 white, and number 4 Asian. That doesn't mean Asian is bad. That's just they're just not as attractive as number 1 to me. I would love to hear everybody's thoughts. I know some of you self-hatred guys are going to be pissed off watching this. And I hate to say that, you know, because the women love to use the sign language and say, oh, you hate yourself, your mama black. Some of that shit is true with some of y'all. When I realized that when I came to Africa. I noticed it in Asia because they would always bring up how bad they thought black American women were. And nobody was even talking about black American women in specific, but they decided they would have bring it up. Look, this message is not for you. Well, this message is for you. Maybe it could get you thinking about just be open-minded. If you hate black American women, do not come in my comments saying that African women are the same. Why don't you take your lazy ass to Africa and try African women first? And then, if you get treated the same way, hey, maybe you're right. There's also 54 countries in Africa. But I've been to number 5 now, and I can tell you the experience to be able to relate with somebody the same color, similar background as you, the experience is way more pleasant than it was in the States. And it was anywhere, being in Africa. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Sorry, you guys, I forgot to bring up another point before I end this video because I was talking on the phone and I thought about it. Also, go look at my comments. If you guys have been following me, you guys have seen women from black women from America, black women in Africa, of course, show the most love in the comments. And I have a few moderators and a few people that follow me consistently that constantly defend anybody that comes and tries to hate or drop salt in my comments. And they're not from Thailand. They're not even from Brazil. They're not from Vietnam. They're not from the Philippines. I'm not saying there's not people there that wouldn't be, but let's look at what's clear and where the majority of the support and love comes from versus where it's not coming from.